Welcome to Atlantic Yarnwork. I am Margrethe and I'm living in Kristiansund, a small town almost in the middle of Norway by the coast. I hope you liked the video I had first today as an introduction. It is from the Atlantic Ocean Road that is only an hour drive from where I live. So that's why I call myself Atlantic Yarnwork. And I'm working with yarn, of course. So I have some things to tell you today too. I've been to the hairdresser today, so I thought this would be a great day to make a new episode. But first, I want to tell you about my Knitalongs in my Ravelry group, Atlantic Yarnwork. I have the heart cardigan that I designed myself. That is the pattern is both in Norwegian and English, so if you want to knit it, you are very welcome. In the group there is a thread both for shutter and finished objects. And if you go to the group to see, you can find a coupon code there to use. So you get a pattern a bit cheaper. The other knit-along I have is on Skander's jacket or cardigan called Skumring or Nightfall. There is a link to where you can buy the pattern there too. And last, knit something from Nordic Stitches patterns. I haven't reached out to do anything yet except from the heart cardigan, but I will, I hope, if I got time. You know, time is always a problem. I have set the date to go out, or the Knitalongs to go out June. So if you want to join, you are very welcome. So what I have been doing since last time. As I said last time, my niece asked me to if I could make this one for her two boys. The youngest boy is going to have his christening on the 12th of May, and she wanted this one to be finished by that time. Or at least to the oldest boy, who is 1.5 years old, because she wanted him to have this at that day, and the little one to have this at the latest on 17th of May. You know, 17th of May is our national day in Norway, and we are celebrating all over the country. So the plan was that I knit the body and the shorts and the hat, and I concentrate about the knitting, and the grandmother, my sister-in-law, is going to sew on the band and kind of buttons up there. So I don't have this to show you because I sent the body and the shorts to my niece on Thursday, but so they are finished. But I am knitting on the hat now, and this looks like this for now. It is cables all over, so one row with cables, one purl, one knit, one purl, and then cables again. So every fourth row is cables. So this will be nice when it's finished. This is knitted by Lerke from Dale Yarn. And this is 53% merino wool and 47% Egyptian cotton. So this is kind of heavy yarn, but very soft. And I think that will be a warm hat to have on the baby's head. The body I'm knitting with this yarn. Alpaca and silk from Sonja's yarn, and this is thin and very soft. 20% baby alpaca, 30% mulberry silk, and that is only 50%. What is the rest? Doesn't say. No, sorry, I'm reading wrong. My glasses. I guess I need new glasses. 70% baby alpaca and 30% mulberry silk. This is I started on the body, the second body, last night, so I'm finished with the rib here. There. These are needles 2.5, and after the rib I'm going up to 3. So on Monday I'm going to Ålesund, a town 3.5 hour bus drive from here. It's a course at work, and it will be 7 hours bus drive in total, back and forth, or down and up again. And I hope to knit some of the body then. I need some simple knitting at the bust. So I hope I will finish before the 17th of May. And in the Easter, I was visiting my brother and his family for 1 night or 2 days and 1 night. And I met my niece and her 2 lovely boys, and I got a present from her because I am knitting. It was this cup. It says, knitting is not a skill, it's a livsstil, is a way of life, kind of. This is cute, and it's blue inside, light blue inside. And this tea. It is orange and chili tea. I haven't tasted it yet because I wanted to show you, so I'm looking forward to taste this. And this says direct. I don't know how you say when I am the aunt of the mother and the boys. I'm kind of grand aunt or something. We call it gammeltante in Norwegian, and directly translated is it's old aunt. But yeah, I don't think I'm that old. But this is greetings from the 2 boys who I'm knitting to. So thank you for that one, Tori. So that is what I'm knitting on these days. I have to hurry. But before Easter, I was, for my birthday in January, I got this gift card from 3 of my best friends, and I finally used it because I want to knit this sweater. It's called Ingen Dikkedare in Norwegian. It is from Petite Knit. I'm not sure if this is on English, but it is Norwegian and Danish, that I know. And I chose the yarn Arvetta Classic, and I bought it in Kaffebrenneriet yarn shop here in my town. And I want to use this one together with it. This is Arvetta, I guess you know that yarn. It is 20% nylon and 80% wool. Very soft yarn. And this is 72% fine kid mohair and 28% silk. So I wanted to use this yarn together with this one. Not sure if it is my color, but as Yvonne at Kaffebrenneriet said, that if you have a red lipstick, everything suits you. So I hope this, oh, there was hair on the yarn. This is from Garnbutikken Fortuna. They have their own Norwegian podcast. And the color is called gold. But Yvonne had only 1 skein. So what to do with the rest? I need 2 more skeins. I will tell you later. At the trip to my brother, he lives 30 minutes drive north of Trondheim. I was spending the night there, 1 night, and then I picked up a new car on I left there on Sunday and picked up a new car on Monday, and then I drove to Trondheim for shopping. On Monday, I used a lot of time on getting the new car, and he told me everything that is in the car. It is a Volvo V60, and I'm so happy with it so far. But my plan was to do some shopping in Trondheim. But on Monday, I was only at Stoff og Stil. It's shop with a lot of fabrics and everything you need to sew things, and some other hobby things, and a little bit of yarn. And I bought some fabrics and zippers and thread and things to sew. I also bought fabric for my first t-shirt to sew myself. I haven't started it yet, but because I'm knitting, but I will try and see if I can make it. I've never sewn clothes before like that, so, and never in jersey fabric, so I hope I will make it. I will show you when it's finished. But on Monday afternoon, I spent some time with my cousin, eating dinner with him, and that was so lovely. We were talking and talking for hours about, everything. Then I spent the night at a hotel in Trondheim, and on Tuesday I was doing some shopping. Not much yarn, but because I needed some new clothes, so I was looking mostly for clothes, but I had to go and see the yarn shops also, of course. And we have a shop chain of shops that is called Fretex. It is the Salvation Army that has these shops around in Norway. Unfortunately, we don't have that shop here in my town, but they had one in Trondheim, and they sell second-hand everything. There are people, or they are used things. People who doesn't need it anymore, they deliver it on the Fretex shop, and they sell it again to new customers. And I don't have any picture of it, but I found some Rauma finull in kind of light pink and pink. And I sent a message to Janne from the podcast Strikk på landet Hansgarn, and asking if she wanted it, because it is cheap. It is the yarn is not used, but there are people who deliver it that can't see the use of it. So I bought 5 skeins from her, and she wanted it, of course. And then I found this treasure, triplex. It's an old yarn from Norway. Many people said that this is the best yarn that has ever been, and it is from 60s, 70s, 80s. It doesn't sell anymore. So I, of course, had to buy this one. And I have bought some triplex yarn lately, so now I have more than yarn to, or I have enough yarn to more than one garment. Then I found this one, Per Gynt. This is still in the shops. These are 100-gram skeins, and it is wool, 100% wool. It says virgin wool. So I found 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 of the skeins. So this is 600 gram. So it is, does it say meters? No, it doesn't say meters on the outside. But if I don't get a garment out of this, I could add some white or another color and make a stranded cardigan or something. I just love the color. Is dark red, a little darker than it shows. Maybe on this is more right. So, and it is cheap. Not sure what this costs in shops, but I paid 20 kroner for one, and that is around £2 or something. So it will be a cheap garment. That is what I bought of yarn. Then I joined Britt Strikkenerd. She has her own podcast called Britt Strikkenerd. It's in Norwegian, and she in her group in Ravelry, she announced that she would make a Easter calendar, you know, advent calendar, when you open one package for from the 1st of December to the 20th. We in Norway we celebrate Christmas on 24th of December, so we open one package every day. But she announced that she would have a Easter calendar, and people who wanted to join her could let her know. So I got the thing you had to do to be in the calendar is that you had to buy 10 package to open on the Saturday before Easter, and then the last one on, I think it was Monday, the second day after Easter, or the Monday after Easter. So I and you had to buy at least 250 grams of yarn, and the rest you could buy everything you wanted. I got I don't remember her name, I'm sorry, but I will let you know, or write her, or I will write her name in my show notes. But I got the calendar, so I will show you what I got. First day was this one. Was a cute one. It's a measurement to measure the needles. Bit difficult to focus, but it is from needles 2 millimeters to 5 millimeters. So I thought this was cute. I'm not quite sure of if I have the right order how I opened it, but I will show you every one. Yeah. One package was this skein. This is jeans ball from Skoppel. This is 100 gram skein, 420 meters, and it is 75% wool and 25% nylon. Beautiful color, So this will be a pair of socks. And in the thread in Brit's Ravelry group, they wanted us to tell a little bit about ourselves, what we wanted in a package, what we like to eat, what we like to drink. So the next package, because I told her, don't send me coffee because I don't drink coffee, but I drink tea. So I got this package with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 different packages of tea. So I'm looking forward to drink that. The next one was this one. Beautiful colors, rainbow colors. This is to have the needles inside when you use like 5 needles. And there is some small stitch markers there too. So I didn't have this one from before. So thank you very much. The next was this one, because I told them that I like to sew. And this is 5 balls. No, it's not balls, but not sure what you call it. But it's sewing thread. And I sure will use this one too. Then I got this one, a little mini bag. It says nice things. And inside there was even smaller bags. 2 of them like this. Mittens and snow on it. This was very cute. So maybe for stitch markers, or here we can have these 2 and measure tape and yeah, different things. Very nice to have. The next one I got, I think it was this one. Petunia. This is cotton yarn. 100% cotton. And not sure to make of this yet, but I will sure get use for it someday. And then I got this one. It says handmade maskemalene, and inside there is label that says handmade. On Instagram, maskemalene. And there's more some small cute stitch markers. And on the, I think it was, no, it was one package with some chocolate candy that I ate. Sorry, I didn't save it to show you, but I ate it in Easter. And the last one was this one. It is the same as red one, jeans ball from Skumringkofte, and very nice blue color. So this is also going to be a pair of socks. And I just forgot one thing. When I was at the Fretex shop, I also got this one, because they have cheap books there too. Says, not sure what loom is, but kind of a cozy knitting for the whole family. And this I paid, says 95 kroner, almost 10 pounds. But that book isn't almost opened before, so it's brand new. So that was my first part. then I will just clean the table and find the next part, and I will be back in just a minute. So I'm back again. On the trip to Trondheim, when I was going home, I wanted to visit Garnbutikken Fortuna. They have their own podcast in Norwegian that is called Garnbutikken Fortuna. Because I told you I bought this cane. I wanted to make the Ingen Dikkedarer sweater, but Kaffebrenneriet, my yarn shop, had only one skein of this, and I needed 2 more. So I went there to buy these 2. This is the same color, gold. So now I have enough to make the sweater. Garnbutikken Fortuna is on a place called Løkken, and it's about 1 hour drive south of Trondheim, and it's on my way back home. So I hadn't been there before, and I've seen their podcast, and it's Ellen, that is the daughter, and Marit, that is the mother, and they are so fun to see. And while I was there, I bought something that I wanted for a long time, and this jacket. This is so beautiful. It's called Fortunakofte, and it is made of Ingvild Freland, and I think she made this to the shop Garnbutikken Fortuna, and the jacket or cardigan is made in Ask from Rauma, but I wanted to use this yarn from Jameson and Smith. This is 100% real Shetland wool, and I haven't tried it before, so I wanted to try it. And I want it in almost the same colors as the pattern says. So it is black and gray, and this is gray, brown, beige, and white. I'm not sure, time, never enough time. So I'm not sure when I'm gonna knit this one, but maybe in the fall or something. So I'm jumping a little back and forth in time here, but in March I was at the annual meeting at the Norwegian Knitting Society. I am the leader of that society, and we had the annual meeting, of course, and we had a lecture by this woman, Linda Marvang. Maybe you've heard of her. She has some beautiful patterns, and we got this book or booklet from her, and this is only showing her some of her patterns. And look at this dress. Oh, I should have body for this dress because it is so beautiful. But unfortunately I don't have. But she has a lot of nice sweaters and dresses, and yeah, you name it. You can find her on Ravelry, and she has her own blog or website too. On the same meeting we had a lottery, and I won 2 prizes. This is from Tove Fevang, is a measurement for the needles, and it is 10 by 10 centimeters. So you can measure your knitting work. It is from Tove Fevang. She's a well-known designer in Norway, both in knitting and sewing, and she has her own website too. You see it, tovefevang.no. I know or learned to know Tove because I am in a knitting society or knitting association, because Tove is making our magazines that we give out 4 times a year. And at the same meeting or lottery, I got this one as a prize. Knit for the Boys. It is from Anne Stine Tuve, and here is many designs for boy sweaters and jackets, and some could be used for women too, of course. The meeting was on Saturday, and I didn't there was no plane for me to get home on Saturday, because the meeting was in Asker, that is just outside Oslo. So I had to spend a night at the hotel, me and the secretary of the knitting association, and so we were invited to Tove and her husband to eat dinner on Friday evening, and it was the 2 of us and Tove and her husband and Linda and her husband, and we had such a great evening. I had asked Tove to buy this book because I maybe wanted to knit the blue set there for one of my niece's boys, but since she wanted to ask me to write the other, no, to knit the other set, I'm not sure if I'm gonna make this now. I will see, maybe later. But I bought this book. And then she gave me this book. This is Lappegleder i sommersol. It is patchwork or quilting. Very much nice things there. I'm not into quilting or patchwork yet, but maybe I could learn from this book, because it is fun to sew too. Then we had some what do you call it, sale on books. The bookstores in Norway have this big sale every year, or a couple of times a year, and I bought this book. It is Fru Soleng's samlede verker. It is Miss Soleng's samlede verker. I'm not sure what that is in English, but it is patterns on sweaters, hats, mittens, socks, and other gift that is warming. And she has I'm on her Facebook group, and she has some beautiful patterns too. And I've heard so much about this book that I bought this too. This is Maria Karlsson from Sweden. It is knitting Swedish patterns, and here is socks and hats and a lot of things. Very nice book. So the next thing I was on, it has been some busy knitting spring. I forgot, sorry, I forgot this one, because when I was at Garnbutikken Fortuna, I saw this skein, and I'm not really into green, but I saw this, and wow, I just had to have it. This is sock yarn, 80% merino wool and 20% nylon. 100 gram is 365 meters, and I just had to have it. So I think maybe this will be a pair of socks for me. So the next thing I was on was Koftefesten. In English it would be like a cardigan party. There is Koftefest in Norway. It has been, I think this was the 5th time, and it changes around the country, cities is around the country each year. So this time it was in Molde, that is a bit over 1 hour drive from here. I was going to drive, but unfortunately my old car broke the evening before, so I had to take the bus. So I missed the dinner on Saturday evening, but I got to spend some time during the daytime there. And when I came there, we got this bag. Every member or everyone who participated got this bag full of things. Yeah, just let me get it straight. There it is from Rauma garn, Rauma Ullvarefabrikk, and it contained a lot of things. A lot of patterns and booklets. This is a summer, a cool little booklet from Knit Me, and it contains patterns. And who wouldn't make this one for a little girl? Unfortunately, there is only boys in the family so far, so I don't have any cute little girl to knit it to. These are brochures. There are no patterns in it, but this is from Viking yarn. It is Setesdal men's garments, and it's only showing. Yeah, you know, maybe you heard of the Setesdal pattern. I don't think there is the original, or this is almost like the original Kofte. It's an old pattern from Norway, and this is a beauty too. Next one was another booklet from Viking yarn. Here are different kind of models. This one was beautiful. This is this one. This is only showing different designs, not patterns in it. And then we got the pattern on this one. This is just this one. There's a picture on the front and the pattern on the back. And then we got some commercial things that I don't show you, and we got one magazine of this Familien. I have this from before, because I get this one in the mail every time it comes out, so I have this one before. But we also got this one showing all the yarn, all the colors of Ask Ullgarn, and Ask is such a beautiful beautiful yarn with a lot of different colors. So this will be nice to have when I'm going to buy Ask. Then we got these baby socks. It is a picture on the front and the pattern on the back. And we got some more patterns. This baby socks with cables. And we got the pattern. All these patterns are from Roma, I think. It doesn't say baby socks. No. This is from Roma. Beautiful cardigan, summer cardigan. And it is called Midsummer Jacket or Midsummer Cardigan. This is called Susanne Cardigan. Beautiful stranded works. And this one is a rose jacket. I think this was made for the... No, it's not this one. There was a pattern called rose jacket that was made for the Kofte Fest, but I don't think it's this one. And we got a magazine from House of Yarn, Yarn Made, Nordic Crafts. Here is also patterns in. And the best part was that the bag contained yarn. It is this one from Viking Yarn, Viking Yarn Frøya, and this is 80% superwash wool and 20% nylon. So this could be used in socks. Pink is really not my color, but in a stranded thing I could use it. And then we got this skein with alpaca forte. This is 80% alpaca and 20% nylon from Du Store Alpaca, I think. No, it's from Dalagan. This is a nice color. And the best one at last. Lammull from Roma, lamb's wool yarn, and yeah, 100% Norwegian wool, and this is very nice, and the color is beautiful too. It's not so difficult. It's not so bright that it is on the screen, but more like red brownish, brown reddish or something. But I will certainly use this one. The next thing I was on was the weekend. I don't know if you saw on the news the cruise ship that was stranded outside the coast of Norway. It was like almost 1,200 people on the cruise ship that that was on the ship and was yeah, what you call it, that was going from the ship to some places where they took care of the people. Luckily it didn't, the ship didn't go down, so, but it was on the news all over. And that day I was at a knitting weekend in the Surnadal. That is 2 hours drive up north from here. a very small place, but they have one hotel that had this knitting weekend, and I was on a day trip. I couldn't spend all weekend there, so I was on this day trip, and I have seen this pattern. It's difficult to show here because I don't want to show the pattern, but it is from this book, Bystrikk. The woman who made it is called Knitting Inna, and you see this cardigan, Hjertekofte. A lot of Norwegian people has knitted this one, and I think maybe this is in Norwegian or English too, but I saw this knitted up in these colors. It is the yarn is Alpaca Forte from Dalagarn, and this color as the main color, and these three colors in the pattern, and I am so looking forward to get this one finished when I got time, you know. Very soft yarn. At the Koftefest there was also some yarn shops that had a stand there, and I found this one that I bought. It is yarn from Fjord Fibers, 20% no sorry 20 gram skeins with Troll, a sock yarn, and I bought this and this and this and this, if this can focus now. Yeah, come on, focus. No, doesn't want to focus. There it is. So I thought this colors would be great in a pair of socks. They're all 20 gram skeins, and they matches, and I will find a nice pair of socks to knit of this. So that was what I have for you today, except from that I made my own Instagram account that is called Atlantic Yarnwork. I also have made an email address, Atlantic Yarnwork gmail.com. So if you want to contact me asking some questions, everything, you can email me there. I will put the things in the show notes. And I have another idea. If you are looking at this pod and want to send me a video or a movie or of yourself knitting, or what you are knitting on, why don't you do that in like 20 seconds, 20 to 30 seconds, and I can add that on my next podcast. Wouldn't that be fun? So if you want to do that, please do, and send me on email, and I can put it in my next episode. So please subscribe if you are looking at this podcast, and let me know if you like it or not. So take care, happy knitting, and see you next time. Bye bye. you.